and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Like my dream job.
And
Yep.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped...
Let me see. Let me check here. You can't see anything. Let me... Weird. Here. Because on my OBS, it shows that everything is working, but let me check real fast for you guys. Oh, I also think I picked the wrong Stanley Parable. Oops. There we go. Alright. Let me see. 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 Okay, for me, I can see everything. Maybe it's your Twitch freaking out, because my OBS says everything's working okay, and my Twitch also says everything is working all right. Want to try and restart it or something? I don't know. I've never run into this problem before, and it's a new game, so I don't know. I like the clicking sound. Weird. Does it look any better now? Oh, wait. Ah, lost my chat. Well. Ah! Hold on, I did not see what you just said. Give me a second. Weird. Because I have the game paused currently. Oh. Here, let me check I think it could be the mobile version bugging out because mine's not loading either on my phone. So it just might be the mobile version of Twitch absolutely just having a stroke. Yeah, that is weird. Well, so can you see it at least? Okay, so we can continue. Let's quickly... Let's get back to the game, shall we?
Out of his office.
So, oh, whoa. That sensitivity, man. Ugh. That's better, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Whoops! Sorry, chat. Well, we're gonna have to watch that cut through one more time. A cutscene, unless I can skip it. And we can skip it. Okay, cool. That's better.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which way should we go? Left or right? That's exactly why I did that. Wait, no. I don't want to go this way. Well, oh well.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting
Feeling
fired.
a wave of disbelief,
Talk less.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
Excuse
find an
me, I
answer
was
there.
reading that. How rude. Legal. Alright. Oh well. Get the what out of the... Get Chris out of the broom closet. Why is Chris in the broom closet? Chris? Oh, okay. Well, he got out of the broom closet, so...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's in the body? Not all these doors open. Money in the morning, money in the money for breakfast, money crisp. I like to touch everything, so I'm not complaining. I'm stuck. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Why do I climb
Shocked,
the stool?
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Two, 8, 4, 5, right?
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Hello? These lights get, like, so hot. Like, getting this close would, like, burn you. These lights suck. No, I want to go up. I don't want to go down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
I don't know. I like my job.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
I gotta touch that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Sure. I would have to repurchase it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
PC, but I would
What
be so
horrible
down to
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
427, right? That one. Yeah, that is my scary. Okay. Where's 420? There. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I would have absolutely also had a panic attack.
Would dismantle the controls once and for all.
The thought of being on that like tiny elevator makes me feel nauseous. Done it.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it? Is it over?
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Let me free.
Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
I love the
This was
narrator's
exactly
voice.
the way, right now,
So pretty.
that things were meant to happen. And
I want
Stanley
sushi.
was happy.
I'm hungry. And then it starts again. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. All of his coworkers are gone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right,
When
this
Stanley
time,
came to a set
this
of
time
two
we're gonna
open
ignore
doors,
him.
he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
Yes, truly a
Gold
room
drink.
worth admiring.
I want the gold
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in
That's
this
everything.
immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here,
I'm
drinking it
going
all in.
bad. Yes, I will be drinking it all in. Coffee. I don't like coffee. What did I say?
Yes,
Coffee nut.
really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at
Shut
me,
up.
but eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm really short. Like, how low this desk is, that would come up to, like, my chest. What the hell? Because, like, well, no, that'd be, like, my neck. Ew. Why is Stanley so short? Why is this place so short? Stanley!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
I'm
all
jumping.
this time. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I didn't know that would happen! I didn't know that would
All of his
happen!
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay.
Perhaps he had simply missed a
Oh
memo.
my god! I'm a terrible person!
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
Holy
employee
shit,
lounge
I didn't
first,
know that would
just to admire it.
happen. I didn't
Wow.
think I would die
Yes,
if I jumped.
this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh. that makes... that makes a lot more sense now.
Look, Stanley,
Oh,
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
think you
wrong
would
foot
die.
here. I'm not your enemy, really.
I feel
I'm not.
terrible.
I realize that investing your trust in someone
Holy
else can be
shit.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yes, everything
There's
about
someone
me.
you've been neglecting,
'cause I'm
Stanley.
great.
Someone you've forgotten about.
Your mom?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
Who? Who is she? Whomst? Oh my god, do I have a wife?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. No, if you can truly place your faith in another.
No, I'm afraid of
pick
committing,
up the
please.
phone.
Why are there cigarettes on the floor? No. Don't make me. Don't make me. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. Don't make me do it. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Bitch.
Who want to commit their life to you?
Hey!
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Damn!
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
My wife is no longer...
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Prick! L.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad
and so he began to fantasize about his own
Let
job.
me out!
First, he imagined that one
I can't
day
even get
while at
close to
work,
the door.
he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss,
I can't get close to my wife
everyone in the
either.
building had suddenly
you
vanished
hate me?
off the face of the earth. The thought excited
This
him
one is like
terribly.
genuinely bumming me out. Can we spend time with the boys?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors.
Okay, no. We're gonna restart that one. That one was sad. I accidentally threw myself off of the platform, and that was
All of
funnier
his
than
co-workers
that.
were gone. What could
Okay.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The boys.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
I'm
lounge
half
first,
tempted
just to admire it.
reinstall this.
The lounge was sublime,
To,
a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Reinstall it to a chore. No. Yes. No.
Stanley was so bad
go,
at following
go,
directions,
go,
it's
go,
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
getting
wrong
there.
foot here.
I'm going there.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I want to go that way.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
Come on.
fact is
Let's go
that the
now.
story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
No.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Is there a key card? No. I'm colorblind.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley
I'm
walked through
colorblind.
the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the... All right,
red
fine, go ahead, Stanley.
door.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to
Yes.
find out what lies at the end of this road
Yes.
you've chosen? Well, don't let
Yes.
me stop you.
Let me see.
You see? There's nothing here.
Oh.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
sorry.
Is this what you had wanted? Was it
Oh,
worth
I'm
ruining
sorry.
the entire story I had written out specifically for
I'm
you?
sorry.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of
Elucidate.
yours. What would have made this game better?
Your
What
mom.
did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes.
Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so
So
far.
far.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
All right.
There we go. A third option.
third
This
option.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more
Yeah,
choices?
yeah,
Feel free
yeah.
to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Clearly there's something here that speaks
Oh, yeah,
to you.
yeah.
If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark.
Oh,
but I
sorry,
guess
dude.
you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of
I want
the
to
park
jump.
with this one. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Oh! Scoreboard! Good old Neil, Skid, Natronono, Vala, Haragoth, Mr. Hayes, Exquisite, Awesome. I can't read that fast. Skipped the intro sequence, only 3% of... Only the worst 3%. Oh. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Complete against others in this... In your snare ball? Huh. Oh. I have not been playing for 7 hours. Okay, well, I don't like this game anymore. Yeah.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What are we playing?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Alright.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Alright,
So why
guys.
don't you give it 4 hours of
Hope
play
you guys are
to
ready
make sure
for,
it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Let's do this! 4 hours! Let's go! Okay, I'm done. Oh, no! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! No, I'm sorry!
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
Bye-bye.
It's over.
Okay.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
We are playing Firewatch!
Fascinating.
Oh my god,
What do
I
you think this
fucking
game is
love
about,
this
Stanley?
game.
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Up. I have actually visited a fire tower before on a hike. It was freaking beautiful. Ugh, I want this game. I want to play this. No, I didn't mean to restart! I'm so sorry, guys. Alright.
Already this was uncomfortable.
We're gonna...
And Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
That was a complete accident, so we're just
When
gonna
Stanley
really quickly...
came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to meet him, and Stanley knew it perfectly
I'm so
well.
sorry,
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Is it?
Stanley...
Hold on, let me see if I can do something to, Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I close that. Quit that. No, I can't quit that. That might help.
He was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
We're just going to speedrun, guys. I'm so sorry.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Your mom's a red
I still
door.
don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
We're here.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yes.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes.
Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Good. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3.
Fuck you.
Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes?
Wonderful.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
I want to
And
play
to be
it so
perfectly
bad.
candid,
It's such a
I think I've
pretty
knocked
and
it
like
out of the park with this one.
sad game. I want it so bad.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
No.
Again, honest answers, please.
No. No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
We're so fast. We're so speedy.
In this game, the baby crawls
Alright, we're just
left towards danger. You
there
click
any
the
way to
button
hide?
to move him
What is
back
the
to
plant?
the right.
Let's look at the
And if he
plant.
reaches
Ooh,
the fire,
plant.
you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
Ah,
all
what's a
about the
beautiful-
desperation and tedium of endlessly
fire is really
confronting
loud.
the
I can't
demands
really
of
hear
family
the-
life.
I can't
think
really
the
hear
art
the,
world will really
the
take
narrator
notice.
all that well.
But of course, the message
but
of the
it's so
game
lovely.
only
It's
becomes
so
clear
warm
once you've
and
been playing it
nice
for
and-
about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh, hey, look, plants. Wow, we love plants.
You heartless bastard.
What did I do?
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I don't hate
Because if
babies.
it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out.
You're
I'm done.
You're done?
It's over.
Okay.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Thanks.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Hold on, I'm grabbing my phone charger, chat. Give me 3 seconds. My phone's about to die. And I don't want to lose it.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Hello?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Alright, now we can check my
Yes,
phone.
that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the
I'm
experience
down
of
near my
total
mic
mental
now.
depravity. So far, I love
guys are
everything
so
about
kind.
this
I
game,
actually
Stanley.
unplugged
And
my
it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Onward to freedom. I just lost you guys. No, chat. Chat, don't go. Okay, where are we going? Out. Yeah, I want to get Firewatch.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Go, 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 go.
It is. It's an open world
God,
game.
it's so
Good
pretty.
God, quickly block it off.
Hey!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Stop and
You
smell
really
the
wandered off into
grass.
that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go
I'm
in any...
so allergic to all this.
Oh,
I
thank
feel
heavens
so
we
sick.
avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
Well,
Okay,
we're technically
I'm
in
going
the
to get us
woods.
out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Like your mother? Sorry. I need to get new jokes.
I think this will be just the thing.
There's a toilet! Oh. Fucking Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in.
Whee!
There isn't any
Can I run?
possibility
Can I
that you
run?
could get
Can I
lost
shift?
here.
Can
Now
I run?
this is game design.
I want to
Stanley,
run.
if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I get lost really easy, dude. Yum.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here?
I want to
Let's
board.
see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown
Give me the ball.
together. Yes, I think surely we must.
Exactly.
Okay, Stanley,
ball.
here's the
Give me
ball.
the ball.
Have
Give me the
fun.
Yes! Ball. Can I run? Ball. we're gonna score
Are you
the
doing
orange
it?
goal.
Are you winning?
Yes!
Is this fun? Is it better than my
Ball.
miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Ball.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Yes! Yes! Give them all to me. We'll just start scoring. Let's score. Let's get a goal. Come on. I can do this.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
I am having
Are you having fun?
Yes.
Is this a real video game?
Yes.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
What?
That's
No,
right.
jump,
Your
jump.
little fun.
Yeah!
What are you doing?
Fuck you. I
Stanley,
win.
Don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Fuck you. I want to go this way. Ah! Well, I picked the one wrong option. Oh, okay. Oh, lovely little office. It's very dirty. What's this way? Ugh. The ground makes a gross noise. Oh, it's a stain on the door, and I got scared because I thought it was a face. Man, this game is really dark. Where do I come in? I'm already lost. Three, 4, 2, 4. What's in here? Can I have this? No, I can't. 425. We're gonna find 427. How does that sound? That's my employee number, right? Yeah, I think this is where I was supposed to go. I'm losing my mind. Where am I?
I wonder what he found.
Your mom.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it.
I did get
Down
it.
in
I got your
wherever he
mom.
is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's
Yeah.
learned the
I
heavy
got your mom.
cost that
Sorry,
comes with
I'm
it.
just gonna shut up now.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
You have
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of
God
the chaos and the
complex.
fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this
you a
world.
narcissist
Oh,
narrator?
yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all
I
comes to a
always
close,
come back.
then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Did I just doom the
I can
world?
wait.
Oh. Wait, now I feel bad. He took my ball away, so I threw myself off a cliff. All of his coworkers
How
were gone.
wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally.
Yes.
This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Yes. I'm alone. New content!
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Guys, we got new content. Which I desperately need for my YouTube channel. Ooh. New content.
Hello,
Ah.
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
No, I didn't know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles
Fairy
and home
lights! I love
computers.
fairy lights.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable.
No, I'm scared.
Ultra
I don't like change.
Deluxe.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
No. Okay. What's that? Cups. Does it come? No, it says coffee. Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Whee!
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yeah. Love new content.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay.
Maybe
Let's
that's
see the
the person's
content.
voice
Give me the
acting
content,
job.
Stanley.
Give me content. Oh, woo. Give me content. The jump
All right.
circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I'm gonna leave 7 jumps. That's a good number. Jumps. What's this way?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
And an elevator.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yes.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it.
I ran to the door.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Ooh, this is a very pretty area.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
This
You
is an
see, Stanley?
outrage.
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their families
FNAF.
rush a cheap expansion to market
said
for no
that?
reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
Really?
What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Not Twitter.
It's my
Narrator,
fault,
don't do
Stanley.
it.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset
I'm
the
not
game?
upset with
and we'll
you,
try to get back
narrator.
to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Yeah, we'll go.
No frills, no gimmicks.
We'll go turn off
Just
that
you and me
mind control
having a great time
facility,
together
huh?
like always.
That's what we'll do. My phone.
What do you say, friend?
Friend? I'm your friend. Sorry. Where am I?
Psst! Stanley!
Yes.
Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
I can crouch? Alright. Fan. That's really pretty. Yeah, okay. Whee! Ow.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Really?
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Jesus?
Just our little secret. Take a look.
Jesus? Oh, no, wait. It's Jesus, guys! Jesus is the
I
prize.
call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
What's this one? That one's pretty... Hi! Hello! We're playing the Memory Zone. Or the Stanley Parable, and we're in the Memory Zone. Hi!
You see,
my first time
Stanley,
playing
doesn't the
Stanley
Memory
Parable,
Zone
by the way.
remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember
Let's
back
see,
in October
2013,
of 2013
how old would
when the
I have
game
been?
originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I would have been about 7... Ew, I would have been about 7 years old. Don't forget. That's pretty. I would have been a child. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah, because it was 10 years ago this year, so... Sorry. Because my birthday's in less than a month. I'd probably... Oh, good times. My back? The interrogation room? Let's begin again. Ooh. Money! Take a trip down memory lane. Is that the original thing? Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. Well, we'll see about that. Stanley Parable deals through tough choices. Is that? Oh man, we found the narrator's mom. Finally.
And over here
Water!
is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art.
Oh, there we are.
Stanley
I'm,
Parable
like, reading this, I
strives
couldn't
and then
find what
succeeds to
the
be
hell he
every
was
game
reading.
ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing
This is
the
very
original
pretty.
Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them.
Skyrim?
And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable
Door.
anymore.
Door.
It's just a
Okay.
husk now. A lifeless
I
husk
talk a lot. I'm so
with
sorry.
an hour of new elevator content.
Why did you not open both doors? Am I not important enough for both doors? Okay. The original remake. There's a smiley face button and more buttons and Stanley Parable, the Stanley Parable. That's a tie? I want a Stanley Parable tie. Dude, I would look so cute in one of those.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
I thought that was the French
to spend the
flag.
rest of time collecting
Or
dust
a flag.
in the
I
hallowed
was
hall of the loved
so
video
confidently
game
about to yell the
memories.
French, but I don't think that's the French flag anyway. I can't get through that, sir. There's boxes in the way. Do I go outside? Where do I go? I can't get through there. Narrator man. I can't go through the... I can't go through the door you want me to go. The serious room. Okay, what if we go back outside?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Your mom was simpler. I'm
But
so
I wouldn't
sorry.
give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Look up.
What's this? What's down here?
Screwdriver.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's being collecting down here.
Let's see.
Surely these reviews were
Let me in.
glowing as
Let
well,
me in.
weren't they?
Let me in. Let me in. Ah.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator
I'll
is
read it.
obnoxious and
No, it's okay.
unfunny,
No, you're
with his
funny.
humor
It's
and
okay.
dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
No.
Unfunny.
No, you're
I'm
funny.
not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
That actually
I
scared
suppose
me.
I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Ooh. Sorry. This is pretty.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No, you're not preachy.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I
Oh,
would tell
goodness.
you if you're preachy.
This is
You're
actually
not
quite
preachy,
shocking
I
for
swear.
me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
I'm so sorry.
These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Yeah.
I feel like a failure.
This is low-key
Like I let these
scary
people
looking.
down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No, I don't want to go up here. Okay, wait.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
No,
Well,
no,
yes.
no.
Yes, I
It's
think we
fine.
can do that.
It's
If I'm truly
fine.
too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
No, it's
Not if it
fine.
means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Yeah. No. I don't want to do it. Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll...
Hello?
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
Okay, buddy,
Or
you know I
maybe
love
a
you.
manifesto.
I'm sorry.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But
Sport?
that's the power of the button.
Ah, yes,
The minute I
old
start to
sport.
go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption,
Gatsby
it's
sounding
right
ass.
at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was...
That's what your mom
well,
said. I'm so
I
sorry.
want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
I'm just gonna speed run.
Stanley!
I'm
Stanley,
sorry. Hi.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Oh wait, I'm so sorry.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely
Door's
gone.
gone.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you
Alright, we can use
and
the ladder.
button. And if you keep pressing
the
it,
ladder,
I have
like,
no
up here,
idea
and
what
then I
will
can
happen.
climb up
I
there,
have
and then I can
no
get- and I
idea
break
how long
that, and
I'll
then
be
get-
made
and
to
then go
sit
through-
here.
Shut
And more
up.
than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
Shush.
I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and
Sound
thinking.
like my mother.
Oh,
No.
Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
I'm scared
not
of
a
the
single
dark.
person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's
I'm
exactly...
sorry.
Oh,
Star.
hello. It's you.
Who's
You're
really
here
dark?
again. Welcome.
Hello.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about
Us?
everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved
Do
for
you
one
realize how
entire year?
gross I
Let me
must
describe
smell?
it for you. To begin
Ugh.
with, there is only...
Narrator? I don't want you smelling me right now. It probably smells really bad if I haven't moved for like a year. So let me just quickly. Ah! Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Please stop. Ugh. Okay.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed.
Well. Button.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the...
Ooh. It's leaking. That's actually not a very bad sound. I like it. Push. Oh. That's unfortunate. What do you think, Button? Yeah? Let's go. Oh, it's so pretty. I want to go out there. I want to go into... Can I come into the out now? Stop. Stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna just unplug that. Okay, I think I can go into the out now. That's so pretty. Okay. Well. Well, now it's not pretty anymore. Should have just stayed with one of the plants, right? I'm scared. Where'd the button go? Button! Button! Well, that made me genuinely nauseous. That was good. Hello? Go. Speedrun. Zigzags. New. Do. Wow, that's a... Whoa. Well, it's just a lovely day here, huh? Oh. Well. Shoot. No. We're home!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. Sure. New
Oh,
content.
good. You noticed my sign.
did notice your
yes,
sign.
I have something very exciting to show you.
I wonder where we're going.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable
dramatic.
2.
Wow!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
But taste the sequel.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe.
So pretty.
What does it even mean?
Your mom.
But the
Sorry.
Stanley
I'm
Parable
so sorry.
2. Now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term
PowerPoint. No, this is
franchising
Google
potential.
Slides. I like that one. I like that one. Nah, that one's giving Resident Evil. Same with that second one, though. Second one and the fifth one give Resident Evil vibes. Can I, like, click this? No, okay. The box has a face! I don't think that was intentional, but that's cute.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely
2 eyes, 2
organize a
ears,
handful of
2
interesting
nostrils,
concepts,
2 legs,
that surely
2
the
arms.
game will sort of naturally
Who took the red marker?
spring up
Me!
around them. It'll all work itself out. Game
Looks like my
development is
handwriting
much
as a
more of a
child.
fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
That's really cool. I like the way the words. I forgot I have therapy in less than an hour now. Okay, well, we'll probably run through this section real fast. And then I'll have to go. But it's okay. For now, we shall. New features. Wee, step, wee. Oh, wow, that is really pretty. Wow.
Here we are. Go on.
Button!
Try out some of the new features.
Button.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most
Button.
obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Yes.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Button.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes. Press it.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Absolutely.
Here,
My name is
let's have
Spring.
you role play as Jim
I
to
am
really
Jim.
simulate the full experience of this feature. Just
Let's
play
do
along.
Jim.
I promise you'll love it. Okay,
I am
here we
Jim.
go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become
I'm
a
no
person
longer
named
Spring,
Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh,
Do you feel it deeply?
yes.
Are you really, truly Jim right
I
now?
am Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button. Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
Okay, I'm bored.
The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
I'm gonna do it again.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Button.
Let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Felt.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Everyone quick, take screenshots. Screenshots, quick, 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 quick. Quick, quick, quick. Sorry. Take screenshots, quick. Okay, we're good. The button says the name of the player. Okay, jump. Jump circle! Did that say the infinite hole? I know where we're going. Collectibles? There's so many things. Let's just see the collectibles.
Ah,
Jesus!
collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I got one! Oh my god. Oh wait, that's actually kind of cute. Okay, well now we got one. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game
Yes.
and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely
Totally.
tragic.
I want the achievement, the infinite hole. I want the free achievement. Let's go to the free achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement
Yes,
that got
give it
left
to
in
me,
the
give it
game
to
on
me, give it to me,
accident?
give it to me, give it to
Well,
me.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Gamers.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Yes. Okay. Well, fuck you. So. What's this way? Please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion,
fuck you.
it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Okay. Merch.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley
God.
Parable
Oh
was
my
that it
God.
was confusing
Oh my
and
God, bucket.
paradoxical,
Bucket. Give it to me,
that
give
it
it to me, give it to me,
engendered
give
a
it to me.
chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
Okay.
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Can I have the bucket?
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace
I already
of
want it. Give it to
jarring
me. I want the
cognitive
bucket.
dissonance
I want
while
the
the
bucket.
bucket is in your
I want the
arms.
bucket.
And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Language,
Yes, the
narrator.
bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
I got a bucket.
Can you feel it?
Yes.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
Look
must
the way it's
already be
animated.
sweeping
I
through
love
your
the little
body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Well, damn.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Gotta go
All
text
this
the
and
person I'm
more
talking to.
awaits you in the Stanley Parable
I'm keeping the
2.
bucket. I gotta keep the bucket. Okay.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Alright, now where's the jump circle? Not jump circle, the infinite hole. I'm a little lost. Okay, so we've been to the jump circle. We went to the map. We got the free achievement. We went to the free achievement. Did that. Setting world champions. I don't know where that is. Well, let's see, wait. So we're here. Well, I want the hole. I don't care anymore. I love a bucket.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Really?
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
go,
right.
let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Infinite falling.
Whee!
You can fall until the end of time, if you like.
Oh
A
my
stunning
God.
leap forward for video game. You see? Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now,
Again!
I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again?
Yes,
I
your
don't
mother's
know what
at the
else
bottom
there
of
is
this
to
hole.
say,
That's what I-
Stanley.
that's
It's
what
an
I've been told.
infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right
I'm
now.
gonna get
but forever.
I'm gonna get her.
There really
gonna
are
get your
so
mother.
many other fascinating exhibits that I prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley.
Go. What does
I'll
he say?
be honest with you.
No,
I
Mug.
truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know. I told you the hole was infinite, but come on.
How
Who
dare
actually wants to
you?
fall forever?
Me!
The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe
what she
it's
said.
you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
I'm the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Bitch.
If that works for you,
No.
then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole. Oh, for heaven.
Fuck you.
You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that
As
you
Taylor
like holes
Swift has
too
once
much.
said,
Not
"Hi,
normal. A normal person
it's me.
would have said, yep,
I'm the
that's an
problem.
infinite hole
It's
right
me."
there. Goes
I don't
on
even
forever
think
till
that's
the
how
end
the
of
lyrics
time.
actually
Don't
go.
need to
Just
see it
guessing
all,
them.
but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Ow.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less
It hit
time
my
in there than you
butt.
did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the
Fuck
hole.
you.
If this starts to become a thing where...
Ow.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep,
Yeah.
even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here?
Your mom.
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Hold.
Here, let's try something.
No.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. How is this still appealing to you? I
I'm
know
in a
you're
hole.
obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
I'm in a hole.
Who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Uh-oh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
No.
You sure?
No.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Nothing.
Still nothing?
Well,
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could
I
do
think
to
this
fix
will be
this.
our last ending for
I'm
today
out.
because still do
Goodbye,
have to get ready
Stanley.
for
You couldn't
therapy.
bear to be away from the hole. And
No.
now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
Don't
You get to be with the
go.
hole. I get to do literally
Please,
anything
I have
else.
abandonment issues.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Don't go. At least I have you, Bucket. Yeah, I'm gonna call Bucket. What's your name, babe? I'm gonna call you. Are you a girl, Bucket, or a boy? Or are you non-binary, Bucket? What type of bucket are you? You're a bee. Your name is Bee. Bee the bucket. I named the bucket and we started to move. The bucket is the chosen one. Holy crap. We're going. Alright. Oh, wow. Look at the bucket. Bucket, look it. Bucket, we did it. Bucket, we're free. We're going. This music is freaking awesome. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. This is incredible, Bucket. Sorry, forgot I named you. What the bucket? Why? Oh my god, you're so ugly, Stanley. I like that one. I like this one. Change my perception? Oh. Oh, hell yeah. Holy shit, this is a bop. Oh my god. Change my reality. Oh! Dinosaurs! Puppies! Space! I want space. We're in space now. Boom, 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 This is fun. Change myself. Robot. Upside down. Man. 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 Dog. Oh my god. I liked the robot. I like actually being upside down. Perfect. There we go.
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
No!
That's Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Hey.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
I always come back. Oh, we're going. Oh, we're going. Or not. We're not going. Oh, well, we found an ending. Okay, chat. I think that is all I have time for today. thank you all so much for coming to the stream. I'll leave you guys with this beautiful... I know we're having fun, but I gotta get ready for therapy. This is why I don't stream on Thursdays. Because I have to... mental health. It sucks. Bye. Uh-oh. Oh, I can crouch. What? I didn't know I could crouch. Alright, well. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, loves. Bye-bye.